This station rules the nation. Truth FM 96.1, the heart and soul of Liberia.
Oh, yes. Tuesday morning, February 18, 2025. Good morning, folks. Welcome to the TBL's The Truth Breakfast Show, cutting across the 15 counties in the land and breadth of the Republic of Liberia. Today is Tuesday. Sometime a Tuesday become a holiday. Like last week Tuesday, but it's a working Tuesday, normal Tuesday. Woke up this morning, get your day going. The love of liberty matters, yeah. Let justice be done to all. Welcome back home, His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Liberia. President Joseph Yuma Boyka back home. And back home soy. We're right here to see having breakfast straight up to 10 o'clock this morning. This is Oni Roberts, Marka Davis. By tomorrow, we'll be doing the countdown to the by-election in Nimba. Only when a new government comes to power, we appreciate the value of the old one government. Oh my God. Bobby Addison, why are you taking out this morning? Only when a new government comes to power, we appreciate the values of the one old government. Liberians, let us speak positively about past and present government. Bobby Blue Addison with our morning motivation. Good morning to our Southern listeners. How you doing this morning? Waking up in the morning. It takes the grace and glory of God. Thank God for the gift of life. Oni Rebels, Marka Davis, running without fear, straight up to 10 o'clock this morning. Yes. Good morning, Marka. How you doing this morning? And by the way, give me that.
Good morning. We actually won.
Damn it. Speak at me.
We won.
1-0.
I'll go to 0-0. And we are not comfortably seated, but we are seated on top on goal difference.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. So I don't call that comfortably seated. No, we are not comfortable.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like run-off election. That's a run-off.
So as it is, we are just there in the meantime and hoping that we can improve on our play. The game was tough. And at least we got the 3 points.
The Paul had a goal
But I was
outside,
not
right?
ready. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because it was outside now.
Okay. I thought it was between sleep and wake.
They had to go roof for outside
Outside.
because yeah. Again, there where we are, and
Yeah.
we're hoping that we can stay up there.
Mhm.
We can do our very best. You know, the kind of Barcelona we are used to. You know, the Messi, Suarez, Neymar, Barcelona, the Ronaldinho, Ito, Terry Henry. You know, Barcelona, and the Barcelona we have now. You know, we just have to manage our expectation. Yeah.
Going to football now.
We have to manage our expectation because,
Correct.
because anything can happen.
Wow.
Yes.
Great.
So the league now, even La Liga looks very balanced because
Okay.
anybody can beat anybody now.
Not that the Premier League.
Yeah, now that before La Liga used to be like a 2 horse race.
Okay.
You know, Madrid, Barcelona, Madrid, Barcelona, but
Okay.
since Atletico Madrid became very competitive and other clubs started having some level of economic empowerment, they start buying the kind of players they need. So the league has become a little bit competitive, where teams that didn't used to beat Barcelona and Real Madrid before can do so now very easily. So I think the league is competitive. But before, it has been a Premier League where you cannot underestimate any team in the Premier League. So, but I think La Liga is becoming competitive. So you cannot determine everywhere before that Real Madrid was on top of that league with around 6-7 points.
It finished.
That league finished. The league because nobody will beat them.
Yeah, Leo Spalao Jawa said was more sports, but yeah, too much politics, man.
Nobody will beat them. If Barcelona or Real Madrid sits on top of that league with 5, 6, 7 points, they will carry the league.
Wow.
But as it is now, it is very competitive
so
right
you
now.
even sure of your own team winning the league?
No, I'm not sure. Yes, that league is wide open.
Yeah.
It's wide open. You don't mind the determination will be made maybe for the last 2 or 3 games.
I got a problem with supercomputer. Supercomputer don't like Arsenal. Yes, I don't know. Is it Max Zuckerberg?
What, they always making predictions.
Yeah, they do a prediction that not favor us. Supercomputer.
What they say? They say you will not win.
They say we'll finish third. Yeah.
But not favor you.
That man made that computer. We'll play.
But finishing third, that
no,
victory.
No, this time around we not got in the table.
What you want?
Yeah. We're observing a slip in for Liverpool. As soon as a slip, we'll take charge. As soon as you slip as a government official, the deputy should take charge, not the HR.
I really feel sorry for Arsenal.
Politics in football again, I got hear the one. As soon as as soon as you slip, the deputy should what? Take charge. Take charge. That is what happened in the Blackout government as compared to the George Weah government. But we'll find out. Good morning, folks. It's a great day to be with you this morning.
The George Weah government, but no suspension.
No. That's straight. Yeah, it's straight. Yeah. My man, person, yeah, it's straight. Yeah, straight. Yeah. Someone to it says yeah. You now. Yeah.
So you get everybody from there.
Yeah.
The former president said, but even if I take somewhere to from there, I bring somebody else, stay complaining.
Yeah. But sorry, look, and the wrong thing Judge did was he said first half player and second half player. You know, look, all of the politicians can bring football analogy into this politics. Yes, if Cummings talking, you change your style, you come back, he will come back for you. You talk about football business. If Boga said talking, you talk about the football business, right? But George didn't bring on a second half player. I think they gave him one.
I think the second half you were talking about was the second term. I think
the second term.
Yes, I think that's what he was talking about. I'm not sure he was talking about second half within the same first term. I think he was talking about the second term.
Martin Hayes 3 terms, 3 years and a half. Yeah, because he was acting.
Right.
The men begin acting until the whole thing finished. Not gonna go acting until the whole thing finished.
Not easy.
Hey, easy, man. Yes, good morning, folks. It's great to be with you this morning. It's 8 o'clock, live on Painesville, Duper outside Monrovia. Our folks in Nima County can't stop. Look, I start receiving calls from Nima. Although this is your birth county,
okay,
I start receiving calls from Nima.
Okay.
Yes, in fact, in district number 7 and district number 5.
Okay, district 7,
district 7 and district 5. Yes.
Yeah.
What's this guy? Forget it. Who calling? Always call on the show. You say classroom teacher.
Okay.
Oh man.
Zoana
Yen say he got a new fan base there for us. Yes. So he compared me to be on the phone, and I said hi to the team on yesterday.
You know, in that district 7, especially Saclipie. When I went there, my brother was sick.
Mm-hmm.
When I went there, I was just passing in front of the Johnny Hooker House School there,
Mm-hmm.
and a young man just caught my attention. Marka,
Mm-hmm.
have you seen this guy before? And I saw he said, yeah, this is Marka, right?
Mm-hmm.
I leave it like I
Yeah.
said, yes, this is Marka.
Yeah.
He said, we follow you guys on the show all the time, you and O'Neil.
Okay.
And the guy told me, why are you launching? I said, you want little guest us behind. I said, my man, go take your things and can't go in my guest us master room, man.
Oh,
I'm telling you,
Jenna,
just like that.
tell me I don't go back to Nima.
In fact, when I was leaving Saclipie and going to Sangapore where my brother was,
Mm-hmm.
I carried the key.
Wow.
I lived in that place for almost 2 weeks, free of charge.
Tell me I read the good
Somewhere that I was supposed to be paying at least $50 or $40
a day.
Yes,
A day.
a night.
A night, right?
I spent
Okay,
almost 2 weeks there free.
Tell me I read the good Nima now.
And this young man, anytime the man in town, he's William Johnson.
Okay.
William Johnson. Anytime William is in town, he will palm me. William is a great man.
Ah.
Yes, because I haven't met him before. I haven't talked to him on the phone before. He just saw me passing and said, I'm sure this is the Marka Davis.
Great. So we'll go to Nima for this by-election.
Oh, yeah. Obviously.
Yeah. Say NEC have 2.5 million now. Just the by-election.
They have it or that the proposed budget.
That the proposed budget, NEC feeling proposing 2.5 million for the buy. We got the country got money. Oh.
Yeah, people will scrutinize it and see what fits.
It was 1.7 for Yan Twine, but in less than 6 months, NEC jumped to 2.5 million. Wow.
What?
You gotta go Nima, man. NEC you're some kind of consultant, so you gotta go Nima. That 2.5 we gotta eat some that money too. Yeah, man, that kind of money can flow through Nima can't do that. Yes, let's go have this one on the breakfast show. Tuesday morning. Good morning again, His Excellency. Welcome back home, the President of Liberia, just like you, my boy, you President for the entire country. How is the suspension going? Those of you are suspended. Some of you define President Barker. Good morning. There are people who define you. They're still going to work. That's why you say they are suspended.
Anybody, to those of you across the government ministry, agencies, and commissions. Anybody that didn't declare their asset and the president action,
people still going to work.
As soon as you have proof or see any of them at the office, please let us know, and let us know with fact.
Yeah.
Let us know with fact. Don't just allow somebody say, oh, the person came to the office. No. Those who are suspended for failure to declare their assets, if you see them at the office,
let us know.
Let us know.
Yeah.
Because that will be not just defiance, that will be disrespect to the president, and that person, your own suspension will tend to dismiss her.
That they won't say.
Yeah, it will tend to dismiss her. Because in the first place, the president warned you verbally in a cabinet meeting, you failed to do so. He issued a directive, amended, giving you 10 days grace period. You failed to do so, and he takes suspension action. Then he passes beyond the suspension action and go to work. That means you don't want to work in the government again.
Yeah, Nima, you can't do that for follow. Ekoga will be another by-election again.
Yeah, and that democracy, that people constitutional right to run. Now.
Yeah,
during past time we argue this thing over and over. We say people who are in elected positions should not run for another elected position until the Lord didn't say so. So
let's say welcome back to Edith Bongawer.
She back in country.
Yes, declare her intention.
She's not a typical Nimba. She's not a typical Nimba politician.
She'll be on the ballot box.
Yeah, that will be. She'll be there.
When you go for your family meeting, you're talking there.
Don't be
that Democrat who said in a family meeting in bare heads down throughout the family meeting.
Enough.
Yeah. Like Ente or.
And my auntie got married to her husband in Glay.
Okay.
That's the Yapa family. So the mother of the Yapa was my auntie, may also rest in peace. So I'm hugely connected to Glay. And you won't
have an anti-senator.
I have Peter Yapa.
You don't want to have an anti-senator.
Only I know our people. Our people believe in continuous engagement. Our people want leaders that is hugely attached to them. They don't want a distant leader. I'm not saying she's stand a chance. She will bring a platform that people will evaluate.
How many times now should go? Be a third time?
I think this will be a third
or fourth,
if not fourth. Yeah, I think because
maybe the book can be sorry for what and say, well, he did not try for long. Let's get it on
2011, she was there.
Yeah.
And then
I only one problem I got with Edith. after the
2011,
election.
2017,
Yeah.
I think she read.
And
And then they made it 2020, right?
yeah, she contested also. And I must say the problem how it is after the election, she's gone back.
Now what I'm telling
Yeah,
you,
she's
the
gone back.
connect is not there.
Yeah, but
Right after the election, you go back to your base, so it appears that you're not really connected with the people. That's the problem.
mm,
Neither people love their politicians to be right by them when they turn around and see them.
mm,
Yeah,
mm. Go back contesting again.
go back. I don't know what. I don't know. Go back. I haven't said anything. But go back. What's the run now?
I'm sure. I'm sure. I thought for you to win the election.
How you got the movement said? The
Commoners,
The commoners.
like the campaign, but where again you have to. But let's see what we have this morning. Eh?
And then you're elite.
Uh-huh.
That elite thing you say, yeah.
Yeah.
How you call me elite? I saw the man. One video came up for the man. I saw the man with a King Jude bottle here, singing the country music, the dancing. I said, oh, but the man not elite though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it go back? Finish giving support. But if it takes something, yet let one know.
To whom?
I won't call the president. Give back. Go back get support.
To Koga?
Yeah.
To Koga,
Go back. Look, is there no money, no campaign money?
I say.
If I say,
I can feel sorry for my brother.
Go
my
back,
brother
go back,
there.
go back. Say, if you want to work with Nick.
Now my brother there. Please play something for go back. I beg you. Now my brother there.
I hear go back wants to work with Nick.
Yeah.
You got a budget for that 2.5 million.
Just something for go back quick before I do the land. I beg you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the time Goba's supposed to win the election.
Yeah.
Because Goba was like a thorn in the flesh of the late Senator Prince Johnson.
Yeah.
Now you take
it up beginning in the country.
Yeah. Then you have to take something, another contact. Goba something happened. This is Armstrong.
Yeah, Armstrong and late Senator Johnson. May so rest in peace.
Coming to jail for the some of you will walk back and give you and support that you take the bar. Coming to jail, you are ready for your jail. But for know how you go in jail.
Okay, you know what?
No,
I cannot take you to jail.
You will pay me, sir, not Josie. But the way you treated us, you may expect my 385,000 Liberian to go to election. If you want that your good, you're sort of tell us you're with. You are our father. You do it with spare money, they can play for her.
You know what? You know what you do?
No.
My appeal to you is I am building an institution for the country and the country.
So now we have a demonstration. I apply the kind of thing.
If you want to go there to destroy, let it go open.
No, I already applied the kind of thing. I told you, look, now we're going there. The moment we go to school, we not get read there to go into your school, we have demonstration.
Go there and you cannot even go to
anything you want to do to him, do to him, my life is not important now. If you get no feeling,
I want to go see Jesus.
Okay,
Jesus willing to receive all of you.
Well,
so Goba makes a chance now. That's the time Goba to look.
The whole interview, you know, the conversation,
you know what?
And you know what?
You know what? They say no.
The other one are the people go back making say hey, life not important.
My life not important.
Yeah, so that's bringing the lineup this morning. This is the TBS on Truth 96 from 1FM. This show is proudly sponsored by Orange Liberia and EcoBank Liberia Limited. Help tips come up with David Coty shortly for 5 minutes. That will be followed by the review of the local dailies. We are not seeing many of the papers this morning. Well, in our studio discussion this morning, President Marka returned home and received a major boost from the AU as Liberia bid for the non-permanent seat on the United Nations Security Council that was endorsed, according to report from Addis Ababa. Again, Momo David's father, speaks out to the press. He said nobody wasted a boy oil on his son. But LBS Director General Eugene Fagon appears to have been planted to play the mining game for Gao Fang, who is dubbed the real minister. Again, huge public concerns by NEC, while NEC raised the budget for the by-election in Dimba from 1.7 million in 2020, right?
2023.
Yes, 2023, yes, to 2.5 million, almost 50% increment for preparation in the member county by election. Unity Party Executive writes the LACC asking for audit report on the Liberia Telecommunication Authority and the Central Bank of Liberia. We'll talk about these things. And at 8:45 to 9, we'll bring you the segment Talk to Your Leaders. We all interact this morning on the show. 9 o'clock, we'll bring you sports, entertainment, commercials brought to you by EcoBank Liberia and Orange Liberia. At 9:15 to 10 this morning, Councillor Tiawan Gonglo wants suspended government officials who failed to declare the access be dismissed instead of suspension. Well, we'll talk about this. And again, sad news on yesterday evening around 6 o'clock. There was a reported explosion at the Seti Brother steel factory. We understand there was one death and some injuries to many persons. So we'll talk about that this morning as well. So in the midst of all country first, stick with us up to 10 o'clock this morning.
Yeah, so the Seti Brother thing, we had 2 persons have been confirmed dead and several wounded, dozens wounded. Heavy explosion at the oxygen cylinder of Seti Brother. Wow, we'll talk about it this morning. Wow, it's a very sad thing. In the midst of all country first, yes, dozen injured, several persons injured after explosion of the oxygen tank at Seti Brother. I mean, I'm not even able to look at the cops.
It's very,
the person burned, the guy burned just like a meat.
It's very terrifying.
It's a sad thing.
It's horrible.
Yes, serious blast at Seti Brother. Yes. Yes, let's have Health Tip with David Ernest Coty coming up right here on the Breakfast Show, 961, 12 minutes down, 8 o'clock. Today is Tuesday. My name is O'Neill, along with Marka this morning. David is going to bring us our health tip just immediately. After eating his gravy, and he called me and said, "Man, let me eat." Man, let me eat. What the fish is that you called to me? Was it kangbe or bable for belele? Bable and buka for belele. He said, "Man, let me eat." After finishing eating, he said, "Man, let me eat Margaret." I said, "Well, David, you have been enjoying life long ago, man. Who prepared for you?"
The country chicken.
The country chicken.
Yeah.
The country chicken prepared for you.
Yeah. When I turn on you, say, I don't like it.
Do you want Marka to say anything?
Yeah, imagine you.
Country chicken.
Somebody dollar depending on that. Hey, you call it country chicken.
Yeah, country chicken.
Man, these you know how people call me? Don't call me ugly babu. No, man, let's go to the health tip.
No, we're going no health tip. Wait, that we don't get a show.
People can call me sometimes.
So that person can answer you when you call them country chicken?
Tell your business though.
Country chicken go gravy. Country chicken can go gravy.
Tell your business.
Okay.
We don't want nicknames.
Okay. Let hear some of the nicknames. Let hear some of the nicknames.
At least 5, please.
5 of it. The 5 nicknames. The popular ones.
Orange juice.
Orange juice. You have one you call it last time. I know you said sweet cookies.
Yeah, sweet cookie. That's how you call for too. Sweet cookies.
Yeah. Well, for me, it's called a cookie, the sweet cookie.
The sweet cookie. And you said that in your phone, orange juice.
Yeah.
It's saving your phone as orange juice.
No. You can't go too much in my private affairs.
No, let's hear someone that we are your friends, man. Come on, man. This is an open door policy. Was the president told us the open door policy? Now open door policy, man. Yes. Sweet cookies, orange juice, brine apple.
My man, I don't care what you do. I'm moving.
You're moving.
So if I call any of my people red apple, and I'm a business.
Your uncle is back in town. Your uncle is back in town. Uncle Joe is back in town. Say good morning to Uncle Joe.
Uncle Joe, good morning and welcome back. Things are going well. You are putting system in place, even though there are 1 or 2 glitches, but it will be overcome.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it will be overcome.
When you going to see President Boyka, Boyka still wants to see the
As soon as possible. In fact, I'm getting prepared for that now. When the time Costa went to see the old man, I was encouraged. I'm going to try and see him tomorrow. You're very quick.
When you meet Boyka, you're bend your hair. Will you bend your hair or you lift up your hair to see?
I'll lift up my hair, walk over the head, and I just bend down just for your hand to be placed on my back.
Okay.
Then I'm okay.
Then you're okay.
You know, Marka is always encouraging me. Say, you should not back some people.
Will you wear a white suit to meet the president?
So I'll wear a country gown.
Country girl.
Yeah. You know.
They may want whole bugger now.
Yeah. You know, what kind of outfit. Corporate guy out of Nufa or Nimba.
Oh,
Yes.
you were a guy out of
Group.
no, not for group.
I'll take it. Give me a pretty one for that one. I take it.
Abbas.
Bye.
Abbas.
Okay, if you're ready for me, ready.
You ready?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Let's hear you. Help it.
Thank you very much. Cervical cancer is our topic today. Women over 21 years of age. I should take this one very seriously. If you're a woman, you're 21 years old and above, take it seriously. In 2022, 350,000 women died from cervical cancer worldwide. Cervical cancer is a cancer of the cervix. Oh yes, the cervix is located at the entrance of your womb. Some people sometimes call it womb cancer. It is not actually the womb, it's the cervix. Cervical cancer can be life-threatening if it is not detected early and treated. The disease can spread to the bones. That's a cancer now. If it is not treated, it will spread to the bone, to the liver, the intestine, the bladder, the vagina, and the lungs. So this is why it's very serious. You got to be very serious about it. All women must do their test, their cervical cancer test, at the age of 21. And from 21 on, every 3 years, you do it up to the year 65. That is, when you become 21, you take it. Every 3 years, you do it until you become 65. At age 65, then you can stop. Right? Now, the test is necessary because the illness or the cancer, the cervical cancer, is asymptomatic in the early stages. The medical term is symptomatic simply means you cannot see the signs from the beginning. So it's always good to get yourself tested. You're beautiful, you're taking part in beauty pageant, do all your Google thing around, go and do your test. You don't know what's happening inside it. People are dying from it. Last year, a nurse, this is a person who is a medical practitioner, was an OKFM, I think 2 years ago, yeah, begging for money to go to India because it was too late for it to be treated here. She was looking for, I think, 18 or 20,000 to go to India. Don't be in that particular shoes. These are the signs that you need to look out for. When you see these signs, know that I'm not saying they are exclusive to cervical cancer alone. No, some signs can be for 2 or 3 different diseases, but these ones I know they are for cervical cancer. Number 1, abnormal vagina bleeding. Nothing really happened to your vagina, your private part, but you just having blood coming out small. It's abnormal. It's not normal. Go and check yourself. Number 2, unexplained back pain. You're feeling back pain, especially around your waist. Be careful. Go and check yourself. Number 3, running sensation while urinating. You go to pee, you beautiful lady, but you're feeling pain while you're peeing. Don't play it like the wrong way. While you're urinating, you're feeling pain. Go and check yourself. Number 4, urinary retention. It's hard for you to urinate. It's hard for you to pee, you want to pee. But when you go, it's hard. You often look at what can happen to the people with prostate cancer. It's men. That one I meant one now. But you're the women. You want pee, but you go to pee, it's just difficult. Then when the pee start coming, it starts to be disrupted. Stop it. Sometimes you can't pee at all. Be careful. Go and check the hospital. Number 6, leg edema, swollen leg. When you start to have swollen leg, go and check yourself. Number 7, vaginal bleeding after sex. When you and Anthony having sex, you go look small blood coming from your private part. Don't sit at home. Go check. Vaginal bleeding after menopause. Menopause is the menstrual cycle. When they tell you the menstrual cycle, normally at 55 years old, when a woman becomes 65, you can't see your period anymore. The period can stop. That's not common. But when you start seeing period after that age, from 45 to 55, when God has closed that menstrual period, when you still see period coming, don't sit in your house. Go check. Number 9, vaginal bleeding between periods. There's one here. Maybe only 15 or every month you can see your period. But after you see that period, after 1 week again, you see your period coming again. Maybe 2 or 3 times in 1 month. And have small sign there. Go check the hospital. Number 10, periods that are heavier and longer than normal. When you have a period, you go use your leg cortex. Maybe it can be coming small without embarrassing too much. But when the period starts going, and normally, I hear women saying it's 3 days. But normally, when the period starts going for 5 days, 6 days, 7 days, go see the doctor. It's not normal. It can be cervical cancer. Number 11, vaginal discharge that is watery and has strong odor. It contains blood. You got to be very careful. Sometimes the odor can be strong. You see, your vaginal discharge is just watery. Be careful. Last but not least, pain during sex. When you're having sex, you're not supposed to be having pain. No, you should be enjoying sex. But when you start to have sex, this is why you men need to be smart too. Your woman never been complaining before, but this time she's complaining. Don't say stop that man. Don't get me hot. No, you gotta stop it. You got to understand her situation too. Remember this. I mean, don't play through that man.
No, they are playing through that, not for you.
Oh, okay. Remember this. Sometimes we get sick and die from things that we do every day without knowing. This is why this program is here, to inform you. You get sick from things every day. Sometimes you die from it, and you don't know that is what's killing you. Do not eat rice that has been sitting at room temperature for more than 2 hours, because you will be eating food poisoning. Oh yes, you'll be eating food poisoning. When cooked rice is kept at room temperature for more than 2 hours, it develops bacteria. In the refrigerator or icebox 1.5 hours after cooking. And make sure you eat it in 24 hours. So this is very serious, but most people don't know. If you cook your rice, for example, you cook 2 cups of rice, and you cannot finish all the 2 cups. Then you cover it and put it down in the kitchen or on the dining table and stay there for 2 hours plus. My friend, don't eat it. When you eat it, you'll be eating toxins, you'll be eating bacteria. The best thing you can do is to put that rice in the icebox quickly in 1.5 hours. Or right away, just put it in the icebox. And it will not be the icebox in Liberia where you can't have current for 24 hours. Current, you'll still be eating bacteria and toxins.
You know what I want to You want to work for your eat out.
You know, normally we get interrupted.
You don't know how to interrupt.
Yeah, you know, normally we get interrupted. Have to ask questions, right? So I left the house this morning, and you know, normally no current at home, right?
Yeah.
And my daughter Makeda will cook maybe by 10, 11, and I'll go home by 8 or 9. So I should not eat my food. They are begging you, man.
No.
Abbas. A food poisoning? Is it a food poisoning? They want a food poisoning?
A food poisoning. Once the rice is not, you can only eat it when it is cooked.
What about those who don't have the refrigerator now?
Eat all. Or don't cook more than what you can eat.
Okay.
So that means they should be cooking my own food by 8 in the evening.
Yeah.
Because as I'm here now, I'll be going home by 9:30.
Yeah. So I thought people.
So you can eat 2 cups of rice, they might just keep that cooked 2 cups separately. But you can't. By the time you get it, they cook the rice right away. Yes.
Okay.
This is what medical scientists are saying.
All right. That's great.
So
you said practicing it. You practicing it as well?
Oh, I'm not the kind of pastor who can say do what I do, but don't do. I mean,
You see, put a more pastor straight.
Do what I do and don't do what I do. What I say, don't do what I do. I'm not like that. No, I don't eat any food, any rice.
The last time I called you, are eating cold rice.
When was that?
When was that?
Around Christmas.
Around Christmas. The rest were 2 Tuesdays. They want one bar. I think we got suspended health table.
Yeah, you're right. But don't let the public get away. They won't be sure you're right. Yeah, the public not listening to this one. At that time, I did not know.
Okay. So now you know.
Now I know, and I would never do it.
All right. Thank you so much, Abbas.
Thank you
very much.
They
Thank you too, gentlemen.
They all have to look at it when you go in the church when the pastor preaching. They say they are preaching by a test me.
You test me.
Thank you, David.
They want to tell everybody, everybody. What? Even if I do shoko, every show after 2 hours eat it, you go eat the food
Go
out
waste the food.
go waste it, that food poisoning. Yeah, but let's bring you the review of the paper. Just few, not many. Tuesdays and Thursdays, the papers don't come up. I don't know why, but let's find out what's making news from the print media. Yes, welcome to the review of the local news right here on 961. This is the Truth Breakfast Show, the heart and soul of Liberia. The inquiry is our first stop this morning. Tuesday, February 18, 2025, on the news stand for 40 Liberian dollars. Remain resolute. Well, former President Salif on Africa representation at the United Nations Security Council. Ellen Johnson is here. Same capture here on the front page of the inquiry. Grab a copy and read the rest of the story. Representative Johnson fulfills campaign promises in Zonien. Okay, it's right here. What promises is that? He's built breaking the ground. Okay, take that before you earthquake come. Anyway, it's on the front page of the Inquirer. Grab a copy. Still on the front page, code prohibits government in contract disputes. Well, it's another sub-list story on the front page of the Inquirer. Let's go to the back page. Where is the back page? The back page of the Inquirer newspaper. At 38th AU Summit, boycott highlights Liberia unique ties to slavery. Well, President Joseph Yuma Boyka is here on the back page. Mana River Institute reviews country's strategies amidst USAID funding drugs. What is it? You can grab a copy. And then the sports section of the Inquirer newspaper, Bako FC appoints Afad Nangwe as new club administrator. Afad Nangwe is captured here within the Inquirer newspaper this morning.
Yes, let's go for the Independent newspaper. 23 years of critical, investigative, and fair journalism. The lead story on the front page of the Independent: Gonglo wants Wakai Kun / long motorcades as part of state austerity measures. Where I'm seeing Councillor Gonglo photograph here alongside the president and the vice president. Still on the front page of the Independent: salary disparities trickle protests at BWR. Normal activities on pause.
BWR.
Say we ever heard about protest at BWR?
Wow.
A very long time. Well, that's it. The editorial of the Independent: Monrovia must negotiate with Washington on what? Well, this is the editorial. When you grab a copy of the Independent for 50 Liberian dollars, you will read details. Ship loaded with books departs Hendon for Liberia. Read details of that story. Let's go to the back page. The back page: dilemma of patients treatment at FJ Grant Hospital in Greenville. Top US doctor explains. Well, this is another story. Atman Chair urges journalists to champion Africa's tax story. I'm seeing Kainen Sengbe, a veteran Liberian journalist. Now at the LRA, he's captured right here on the back page of the Independent newspaper. Still on the back page, LACC extends effort outside Monrovia. And this is sports. Barco FC appoints Alpha Nangwe as new club administrator. Well, Nangwe is captured right here on the back page of the Independent newspaper.
Yes, last up on my end is the front page Africa. The front page Africa, not in Liberia national and economic interest. Well, this is about the HPX, high power exploration, says not in Liberia's interest. What is it? Grab a copy of the front page Africa and read details of the story. Liberia's growing crisis in drugs, how weak justice system turning the country into a trafficker's heaven is captured here on the front page Africa, and the president of Liberia is right here. I'm seeing a white guy, a foreign national, is also on the front page Africa. Grab a copy. Leaping efforts. We're saying this is Bishop Carter Brown speaking to the nation. Well, from here of the Council of Churches captured here on the front page Africa this morning.
Yes, let's go to the heritage. The truth is our guide. It says it is sold for 40 Liberian dollars on the newsstand. And the lead story: Liberia accused US 50 million IFAT boost as President Boakai pledges US 100,000 support. Well, I think IFA is the International Fund for Agricultural Development. I'm seeing the president here alongside IFAD president. What is the name? Alvaro Lario is captured here, and still on the front page of sub lead story. Ex lawmaker George quits CDC, blames Ambassador Weah for his decision. Well, this is Solomon George, formerly of District 7, right?
I have the letter. Remember, wrote 10 paragraphs to Joe Weah.
And
After enjoying for 12 years.
yeah, it says former representative of District 7, Representative Solomon C. George, CDC, political leader and stand bearer, Ambassador George Manor. We are captured here in photograph and still from man jailed for allegedly murdering a coconut seller. Man jailed for allegedly murdering a coconut seller. Well, it's another major story on the front page of the Heritage newspaper. Let's go to the back page. The back page, Liberia's mining potential shines at mining in Daba 2025 in Cape Town. Where is shining here?
That one pay.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so yes, Supreme Court to hear Arson case today. Oh, okay.
Okay.
That's good. So yeah, before we take leave of you on the heritage, let's go for this domestic violence, rape, harm not only individuals but every fabric of our society. We urge everyone to stand against all forms of violence, to speak up for those who suffer in silence, and to create a world where peace and respect reign. This is a message coming from Men Against Rape and Domestic Violence, MADV, headed by now Liberian journalist Mark McGonfia.
Mac, thank you so much. What's the organization again?
Men Against Rape and Domestic Violence.
Yes, we hope to bring you on one of these days.
Yeah.
Great. This is the Breakfast Show brought to you by Orange and of course Echo Bank. The Prime African Bank is proud to be associated with the Truth Breakfast Show. Solomon John, don't post that letter you just.
Oh, somebody saying you didn't see that message say the healthy any confusion.
Yes, yeah, the difficulty health take any confusion. Yes, since 1847, the first time for health take to any confusion. Yeah,
About code red.
no, not code red, not even code red. You cook the food 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
So if me and mother and me James cook the food, the woman cook the food 2 o'clock. So if I arrive by 4, 5 o'clock, you shouldn't eat.
Don't eat.
They will say that food poisoning.
That food poisoning.
They work on your big poison with food.
We waiting to down back.
What? The bank was second even make it. Those who go into the bank to work, the police officer probably will be worse. Anyway, yes, Orange Liberia Echo Bank is our proud sponsor of the Truth Breakfast Show. Thank you so much for following this morning. I would like to say welcome back home. Look, you may disagree or not agree, but it's good to wish your leaders well. It's second to see who will discuss our president health. No sound person in mind will know that you wish bad for your president. Broka is our president for the next 4.5 years. You like it or not. Wait until 2029, we'll have another election, right? You can disagree, but His Excellency want to say welcome back home. And the African Union, step up to say, yeah, we have given us support since Liberia sat on the sea was in 1964, 1961, 1964. As a non-permanent member, and today we have the African Union giving her full support. I want to say kudos, and we hope other European countries also give that support to Liberia. We know, say in June of this year will be the election of the non-permanency at the UN Security Council. I want to thank also to the doing of Liberian cabinet minister. Look, it was no disappointment, no regret to say Sarah Basola Yanti. Y'all leave me when they're eating rice, baby. So even in America, boy, eat rice. Okay, we'll make this another topic for Friday. Difficulty. Yes, Sarah Basola Yanti is no regret. I mean, you're working as real foreign minister. You don't rest. You don't sit. The foreign minister don't sleep 2-3 days in Liberia. She's everywhere. Thank you so much. Along with the president, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf also came and said, well, the UNGA was her last attending program. So Liberia deserve it. Thanks to our fellow African countries. Yes. It's a victory for not an individual. It's for a country. It's 2 years. If we have voted, it was going to be 2026, 2027. I think it brings a whole lot to the table. This is a vote of politics. Whether you're in the CDC, you're in the Liberty Party, you're in the MPP, this is a win for our country. And President Boyka, I want to say kudos. Welcome back home. Yeah. Some people say we didn't see Boga speaking at the AU. Let me just make some clarity. At the African Union Summit, this is President Marka's first appearance, in case you don't know, as president attending the AU. So if you see Mamadou Buhari of Ghana,
You mean your John Mahama?
John Mahama, sorry, John Mahama addressing, he's head of committee. All right, so there was committee here who was addressing the AU. The AU is not, if the president can address the United Nations General Assembly, what about the African Union? And this was the president's first AU as attending as a president. I mean, I need to do some clarity. I'm seeing social media posts say Burger was like a bobo, he didn't say nothing at the A. No, it didn't work like that. Anyway, let's get to other things moving up this morning. I'm receiving a lot of they kind of thing you bring up this morning. It's not fair, man. Yeah, it's not fair. Don't stand by your story. Yeah.
No, the story is scientific. You stand by it.
You
know, there are certain things that's very difficult to be accepted in society, right?
Yeah. The text message.
Certain truth are very hard to be accepted. Yeah, so
they want David brain too hard. Yeah. Let's move on to.
We can throw our GV on the thing because soon the money will take it.
So poison not have your stomach. Food poison not. Yes, let's move on to yesterday. We did apologize to the public, and we're never wrong. The father of Momo David, I'm sorry, it's hard to call him a criminal or notorious criminal whatsoever. The man pack him up yesterday. If I will play his voice, maybe for 1 or 2 minutes, the man bomb father, Abraham David, came and said, "Yeah, my son a criminal." President Marka, welcome back home. Your Director General of the Liberia Broadcasting System misinformed the public. What Eugene Fagon did as a Director General of a government institution to misinform the public is a very sad thing. Fagon wore the LBS jacket and lie on another foreign national
to do propaganda
yes,
who are tussling over the mining sector.
Yeah, let me take my time. President Marka, the public can listen to us. JMB, good morning to you. In the mining sector, there is a serious fight within the mining sector in Liberia. Yeah. Gao found the real minister used the Director General of EABC to misinform the public, to lie to the public that another Chinese national wasted a ball oil on him. That's what Fagon did. And at the end of the day, the father of this man said, "No, my son, nobody wasted ball oil. The people beating, different community beating is a notorious role." You want me to play his father's voice?
Yeah,
I think I did just 1 minute of it.
Yes, that would be
good. To prove our side. This is the father of Momo David. Yeah, Abraham here coming to the public and said, "No, my son, I born this son.
I tire with him.
His mind myself separated. If I gonna get a guy $20, you see it, 20 USD and a bag of rice to do a makeup story for another foreign national to be deported. Fagon should be suspended. You cannot use government to do propaganda. There's a serious fight within the mining sector. He should be suspended for time indefinite. You can't turn the state. EABC already have their own problem. The workers don't satisfy him. The worst of it, misinforming the public.
They proxy fight for Galfan.
Yes. President Marka
against Marcus Shio, who is also reported in the mining sector as well.
2 of them in the mining, but there are 2 competitors.
So they are that they are competing.
Yes. The other men say, "I'll make sure you be deported out of Liberia." Fagon, who do we use? Let's use Fagon. Reigns card is a close man to Fagon.
Saying you got big portfolio as Director General of State Radio.
State Radio. Big
people
portfolio.
People will believe it.
They will believe it straight. And you got plenty of followers on the internet. It's true, Fagon got followers on the internet. People will believe it. He wore the LBS jacket and lied to the public that this man, a ball oil was wasted. President Fagon should be suspended. George Weah suspended Fagon, and now he's doing it to the United Party. More work is going to be done within this government if you don't take action on Eugene Fagon. Let me play the man father voice and we'll move on, right? I think that will be the last day of the talk. The rest of it, they are in court. But let Abraham, the man part.
Okay, now you want to call and say, talk me like, say, "Oh, you're still far from me. Keep away." Now, As I already say so. When all the city that look at the street, you got so cross it, and what you should understand the bro. You know, so bad.
So he's explaining how this son got battered on the early stage. Yes, from 11 years old. The son hit the street. The born father of Momo coming to the public and say that last story there, the LBS Director General came out. Nobody wasted ball, or you can't do this. Propaganda into a mining fight. I mean, Marka, I think we can move on. Let's go to the other important thing.
So let's
move on. Yes. Yeah.
Yes, at least we provided the right information to the public, and I think somebody of Fagon's position or somebody in Fagon's position should not be doing that. If you want to do your propaganda for which you are known, you cannot do that in a space that you are occupying currently.
Yes,
you can't do that in a space you are occupying currently, because the space you are occupying is a space of trust and integrity, because that is government's broadcast house, and whatever comes from there should be credible. So it doesn't even matter whether you are using your own Facebook page to do that kind of broadcast, but I mean, you will always represent your office. You always represent your office. So what people would say will always be LBS Director General, LBS Director General. So I think this is it is wrong. Is there should be an action taken. It should be taken, because you cannot use that office to do what you did. Whether you are friend with Gao Fang and whoever his associates are, you cannot use your office to do what you did. So you can be a private citizen and do that kind of propaganda thing, but not in your portfolio, your current portfolio as Director General of State Radio, and then you do that kind of thing. So I think it is wrong. I don't know what that kind of thought will even come from.
Okay,
where will come from?
What go to your mind? Imagine your Marka Davis or new rivals come and go fake on story.
You want to make Marcus CEO to look bad in favor of Gao Fang. Why? In fact, Gao Fang is somebody whom we've been talking about his own activities in the mining sector. We understand that he really doesn't own a mining company. He behaves like a middleman in the sector. He the one can be, leading people to do exploration to see where they have mineral, deposit, and then negotiate with people to get concession and all of that.
What?
And at the end of the day, you gave these people Class C lesson, they go and do Class B mining, illicit mining. I have some materials from Bapolu recently. Okay, if you see the kind of mining they are doing, there's no way for the people to make farm in that area.
Look at that.
And moreover, you see water set all in a huge pits in a place. That means as soon as we enter rainy season, there's a likelihood that there will be flooding in these communities.
That kind of man in these communities.
So that the man, Eugene Fagon, the Director General of LBS, fighting for and going as far as doing that kind of fake interview.
Damn it. Imagine the Director General of the VOA, the Director General of the BBC, or the Ghana Broadcasting Network. You are gone. You lied to the public. You are used. You was used. Trust me, nothing will come out of this. But if the president listen and you know what I'm saying is the truth. The head of an institution, government institution, the state-run radio, lie to the public in this kind of manner. It's a very sad thing. Take the people fight and say, yeah. So I would say you take small thing from it. You take not even small thing, you took something from it. You took something good from it. Yeah, I can do it. We'll make sure today now, Michael, what is his last name? Michael something? CEO is in court now. He's in court. And Galfan wants that they deport this guy by all costs. Then I'll be the owner rooster in the town.
He'll be free in the mining sector.
Yeah, be free in the mining sector.
So again, Onu, besides this maybe fight over the sector and all of that, so we the Liberian people need to understand, Onu, what is happening in the sector. This issue of illicit mining activities, we've talked about it. There are calls coming from all across the country, in Riverside, in Grand Cru, in Sino, even in my own Nimba County, a part of Montserrat, right here, Todi, and other places. All these illicit mining activities ongoing. And we got, I'm sorry to say, it's not a matter of being particular about foreigners, right? But we have Chinese people fighting over the sector.
Yeah.
What is happening with the sector lead, the Ministry of Mines and Energy? What are you doing? Are these mining activities happening legally across the country? Are the people reclaiming the land as you destroy the land? Are you refilling the pits that you are digging all across the forest? What are you doing? Are you mining by standard, international standard of mining? So we joke with it and we think the country is poor. We make the sector vulnerable. People come and take whatever they want to take at the detriment of the very people who are living on the land. They don't have access to safe drinking water. They don't have electricity. I'm really talking big thing. Electricity. Me na impings where I get electricity goose. In Bapolu, the people are poor in the area. You are taking almost everything from them. And we are joking with it. People riding car here, the deputy minister, they are ministers of mines, and they are controlling the sector. But these people, I thought your role is to protect the minerals so that it can benefit the people of the country.
Sure. You're right.
And we are here, we are poor. The budget we can put together, we say that 800 million. I know 800 million. The money we can raise here is about 500 million. The EU, the European Union countries will help with what they call budget support. We will take loan and some people will give grant to make the money to reach that amount. So that it doesn't even reach that. Why you say we have budget shortfall and all of these. But we have the mineral. The people are taking it illegally from the grounds, and our people are suffering. No health facilities, no educational facilities in these villages and towns, no roads for the people, no support to their agricultural activities. But you are taking the minerals from them and leaving them poor. But only because it is funny on you. How somebody will be taking millions of dollars from your forest, and they give you $10,000 per month, and you say you big boy, you enjoy. Imagine that. That is selfish. That is selfish. They laugh at you when the quote unquote real minister getting millions of dollars and give one deputy minister, assistant minister, or one director $10,000, and you are laughing. You say you money man. Are you kidding me? You are selling the country.
Sure. Very well. Why Vagon makes inform the public?
Rich country, poor people.
Yeah, book rating by Samuel Jackson, right?
Samuel Jackson said, "Are you standing by that book?"
Yeah, wrong author.
Yeah, man.
Look, this country will blink. So His Excellency President Marka, that's it right there. The Director General of LBS makes inform the public. It's a lie. Imagine if a couple common reporter from LBS going to do the kind of thing, that person dismissed already.
Oh yeah.
Yes, if a common reporter or cop reporter, review reporter will just come and say yes, but let you use you and do a makeup story. It's a very sad thing. Let's move on. If I ain't do nothing about it, then that's it. Let's move on. Now talking too much because he talks too much, you feel like blah, 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 blah. It's a lie. Let's move on to the NEC. And I want to bring this to the attention of the president. Front Africa have a different oversight on the by-election. The budget on 2023 election was 1.7 million. I'm told that the budget, the 2.5 million, was involved by Commissioner Flosire and Basi Pangba. So the two people sat and said, let's do the budget for the by-election. And reach it up to 2.5 million. The same by-election that made Yan Twang senator today,
replacing the now vice president.
Yes, Jeremiah Kuhn. That was 1.7 million. Why the increase to what? 2.5 million. So Basi, who is the chairperson of the steering committee, I'm going directly from the front page. Basi was the chair for the steering committee on the by-election, told front page that he knows nothing about the budget, the 2.5 million. That's something I'm driving at. So who will answer the question that the budget, who signed it? I want to go back to the chairperson, the quote unquote acting now. I don't know, Tipla Reeves.
Yeah, Councilor Tipla Reeves acting.
Yes. I mean, I always say, Tipla, you're a good woman, right? Don't allow some of the commissioner to mislead you. If this budget goes to the president, he'll definitely get angry. He'll ask you, but how can they do a 1.7? The same country here. What different election law people have done? The same by-election, it jumped to what? 2.5 million. That's almost 800,000 equipment to add up to it to reach to that kind of money. You need to answer this question, because if the decisions at the commission are done by the board resolution, Was a decision submitted the 2.5 million budget through a board resolution? We need to answer. Who prepared, in fact? Now the board members are saying that they are not responsible to prepare budget. So who prepared the budget? The board members, some of the board members say that we are not the one who preparing this budget. You know, so I don't know how can you defend this 2.5 million budget when less than 1.7 million was used in the same Nima County in less than 1 year. Liberians, you're listening up to this. In less than 1 year, the same county was 1.7 million. Why 2.5 million? In less than a year. So,
and this election will be conducted in April, right?
April of this year, April 22nd.
So that means we will not be into the rainy season.
No, we're not into the rain.
So what are conditions that necessitated the budget going up to
2.5 million?
So most likely the commission will appear before the legislature to justify why.
They will justify. Who prepared the budget? Yeah. Was it flawed?
Yeah, they will go and justify.
Basi?
Because if there are no conditions that can make this this budget to go up, then the legislature obviously bring it back to the 1.7 or even 1.6 or 1.5.
They'll drop it.
Yes.
They know answer who prepared the budget. I put the question now. I'm trying to just put you. Don't take this in a wrong faith.
Why inform your decision to raise the budget
from 1.7 to 2.5 million?
So are you going to tell me what new are you going to be doing? What new?
Same old thing.
Yeah.
We're not in the rain season.
Yeah.
The roads in Nimba are somehow good as compared to the southeastern. I mean, you need reason to justify. Otherwise, when you go to the Senate, they embarrass you. They say, but who prepared the budget? You should be answering that question among yourself. That who prepared this budget for 1.7? So that's the one to call on the president. Mr. President, I think you just fill the National Elections Commission thing since you are back home. His Excellency. Yes. There are a lot of things happening at the NEC. Things are not going well. Now, if you ask any of the who prepared the budget, no one will tell you, say, yeah, you think the budget was just going to slide like, bro, you're going to close the eye. So let just roll 2.5 million. What are the new things you are bringing in less than a year? Antoine, to replace Jeremiah Kun, the same Nima County. We're in the dry season. April 22nd will be the by-election.
800,000 increment.
800,000. Yes, Becca, before we get the line, yeah, go ahead.
So when you know, for me, I'm not really worried about this. You know why? Because no matter who made an increment, they will go before the legislature and justify. Because there should be
reason.
There should be reasons. There should be something that informs your decision of increasing. Are you trying to tell me that you're going to do new voter registration? You can't tell me you're going to do new voter registration. No, you're not going to do new voter registration. You are using the same voter card to do the voting. You will procure ballot papers. Yes, you do new ballot papers. That's obvious. You will get a ballot boxes. In fact, boxes. I'm not sure we'll still get boxes because they have ballot boxes. Yeah,
you go to the warehouse.
I say you want to tell us, say, well, we're not trying to see you on it again, so we won't bring new one. It doesn't still matter. It doesn't still matter that money will go from 1.7 to 2.5
million,
800 million addition. No, they will go justify.
They justify. Yeah, the senators don't issue. That kind of thing the men have read. They already think that the public is going against them. That you can't. They already know the information. I hit the Senate already. That NEC have double
the proposed budget for the Nima by-election.
Yes, they finished stepping it up. The Senate already know. So the person who prepared, they should know.
And just less than a year ago, they did similar senatorial by-election in the county, and the commission spent about 1.7.
So that put
now the same thing is about to happen, and the cost is skyrocketing to about 2.5. How? That is how now you will go answer before the legislature.
But kind of nobody don't talk on the floor also ask that question.
How?
But how can in the colloquial with that's how Boto.
How can what new you're coming to?
New. So Boto was trying to ask question for the very first time. Yes, let's move on to the United Party taking the communication to the LACC. Accident to fast track the investigation with the LTA and the central bank. So I'm here thinking, what is the rightful procedure instead of them going to, meeting with their own caucus, going to the president first, or just going to the LACC as a body? All right. So the LACC itself too now will have to want to send it to the LACC. Please fast track all investigation. See now, United Party, they have reached out to you to say, well, we don't want to cheat anybody. If Abdullah Kamara is hooked in an audit report, we need a full account of it at the Liberia Telecommunication Authority, the LTA. The central bank, what happened with the audit report at the CB? I think more pressure now is going on the LACC. And I want to say this all to the LACC in extension. Since Emma Glasgow for NAFA was suspended, there have been nobody acting. Normally, when someone is suspended, the next person is the deputy for administration acting the position, right? But at NAFA is the HRO who is the one acting. So I think she's calling for a due process. The due process, in fact, Rex Basiga from Noka have already made a post on the social media. This is something bad. Rex from Noka. He finished recommending somebody for Emma Glasgow job.
Wow.
Go to the Facebook page. It is a very sad thing. Rex have made a post on social media recommending, what's this guy name? I'm going to call his name, Sarah Singbe.
Okay.
For replacement. Whether the lady have not gone through any due process. We can be doing this. You can be embarrassing the president. You can be doing it. In fact, Rex, Rosalind being suspended, she's also asking that you, Rex, you should be investigated. Then now you took your social media asking for what? Recommending somebody for the NAFA position already. How we arrived at this point? Knowing that the woman is on a tenure position, she was suspended, she must have a due process. If you go on Rex Basic guy, if you're recommending what's this guy named Sarah used to be what you say in the UN sector. So meaning that we know that Sarah probably may go to NAFA, despite she has not gone through investigation. We cannot run government like this. The blame will come back to our president.
Is this the post he did 2 days ago?
Yes, that's the post.
Okay.
That's he already showed us whether Emma being investigated or not. Sarah Singh going to NAFA already. That's why he's telling us.
Bieber J. Sarah Singh Senior, I know you don't like government jobs, but this time the Unity Party begging you to take over the National Fisheries and Aquaculture Authority.
You see that? you see what Rex have done? You can do this. The LFCC have not even called by our information, Emma. Even the ombudsman have not even called her. Right? Then Rex finna doing a post. I mean, we can't be arriving like this.
Answer about 55,000 cars.
Rick, they say you're buying a vehicle worth 55,000. Can you answer? Go to anything should call Rick's instead of Rick's doing a press release.
Oh yes, they will go to answer questions.
Yeah,
they've started going already.
My president, welcome back home, man. You have a lot of things on your decks.
Yes. So just in 1 minute, we want to say, even though at the Seti brother Patrick, we will consider that as an accident by first phase. What happened last evening around 6? There was an explosion there. They said the cylinders that exploded. We saw terrible the oxygen cylinders that exploded. We saw terrible pictures from there. There are reports of 2 deaths and several injuries. Again, I can recall a couple of months ago, workers in that area, most of them contractors, were agitating about the need for them to get employment so that they could even have insurance. You see, when you work in this kind of environment, there are likelihood that these kind of things will happen. That's why people who work with these kind of industries or companies should always have some level of insurance covering them. So you saw what happened last evening. We don't know whether these people who are injured were contractors or employees. Those who died, we're not sure whether they were employees or they were contractors. So, and I can remember very well that some part of last year, those people were doing a protest so that they can get employment status. Okay. Now, as it is, we don't know details, but we'll go into to find out more about that. These are some of the reasons why you hear the media talking about, oh, just using people as contractor for 5 years. You know, I mean, these actions are against the labor law. You can't use somebody a contractor for even more than 6 months
Yeah.
or 9 months, 3 months. Whether it's renewable contract, I mean, at the end of the day, especially working in that kind of
Environment.
hazardous environment, do
Mhm.
they have any insurance covering them?
Hmm.
These are the issues that we should look up to. So for those who lost their lives, we want to say our sympathy to the families,
Mhm.
and we wish those who are injured speedy recovery and all the best, man. I mean, it's a sad thing when you see the photographs, you feel so terrible. It's very horrific. What you said doesn't have the face to
Yeah,
see
no,
it.
I know. I
Yeah,
was scared when Sange was showing me there.
yeah.
So,
So
race basically, Marka had not done well for the United Party. So, Sarah Singway audited NAFA.
okay.
Yes, he was one of the person because he worked with USAID. He was part of the auditors that audited NAFA and the World Bank. So, you see now, race what you have done, that's immaturity there. So, anyway, let's get some calls on the line this morning. Speak to your leader. Welcome back, His Excellency. A lot of things happening. Take full charge. We need the president to take full charge. This is your country. Nowadays, someone say, "Why is the media is the government losing on PR?" Have you heard that thing?
Yeah, I think so.
Is the government
Uh,
losing on
they're,
PR?
they're missing out on it
Yes,
hugely,
because there are
and
some things
and
where
a lot of
Vagon is able to talk, Vagon can't talk on behalf. He's acting as your minute PR, right? Things where people in government, you know that you're supposed to pass through MICAT. You not everyone talking about what happened in the CDC government. Is the government losing on the PR?
yeah, I think so. I think they are missing out on it because there were a lot of people who believe that with the experience, the likes of Minister Jerry Lee PR and others had with the former United Party regime, then headed by Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, they've come with some huge PR experience, and they could try to portray a better image for this administration. But I think they are missing out on it. The negatives in the media is more about the government is more than the
The
positive.
positive.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
You cannot argue
Yes.
that.
Yes.
Yes, you can't argue that.
Yes.
The negative about this administration in the media is more than the positive. So I think they are missing out on it.
Mm-hmm.
Only can you imagine even at the executive mansion,
The executive mansion.
I mean, they've missed out on the media in the first place.
Okay.
Do you know that the executive mansion doesn't have any good media relations?
Hmm.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes, the executive mansion.
The executive mansion under the watchful eyes of the press secretary.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to mince my words
Mm-hmm.
on you.
Mm-hmm.
The reporters assigned at the executive mansion don't even have any good relationship with the office of the press secretary. The in our group chat, if you go there, they are always hauling and pulling their issue dissatisfaction. Nothing smooth, no good relationship with the media people at the executive mansion.
In that way,
Yes, they are disappointed. The reporters are disappointed. You can see even that when the president is arriving in the country, how many reporters you can see going to the airport to receive the president. So what they've done, they believe that just one social media platform can sell the government.
No,
that is poor public relations. You think one social media platform can sell the government?
No, not possible.
So you see what's happening now. The government is receiving negative news in the media compared to positive news. If you think I'm lying, listen to all the radio stations across the country.
Yes, I experienced it myself.
So you believe that one social media platform where you go take camera and put it on the president, you think that you can sell the government? You're joking. You're joking. You have disappointed the executive mansion reporters who's supposed to be telling the story from an independent standpoint. For the Liberian people to know what is happening with the presidency. They want press conference read over and over, just cut and paste. All the press conferences, the president, if you read, go to the last 3 executive mansion press conferences, the president has committed his administration, that's also committed in our press comment.
The same thing?
The same thing, cut and paste, everything committed. The only thing you change, the thing he committed to, that you change.
Okay.
But the president is committed to either climate change, the president is committed to all this. Look, it is the independent media that is supposed to sell the presidency from an independent standpoint.
Yeah.
So what you have done at the executive mansion is almost disconnected from the media. And we don't want to have our reporters assigned there.
Great. Let me just add up to this. You very well. Independent media makes a government, right?
Of course.
Don't act like the citizen government. All of Summer Tour interview, Koji interviews will be on Freedom FM and King's FM.
Now what are they doing? Once you go, you put one. Yeah.
I thought BD, eh?
No, you are right.
All Summer Tour interview was just on one side.
My young man, that's what's happening now. So long Spoon TV there, it carry the president's story gone. All right.
No.
You disappointed the reporters over there. You don't have good human relations with them. They're not begging you for money. They just need a space to work. They don't have a space to work. Yeah. The people in the press sector office, and they know too much about journalism. They know too much about news. So they don't need anybody to carry that news.
All right.
But that's what's happening. I'm telling you. They don't need anybody to carry that news. They know media, they know everything. And more what they know law now.
Okay.
So
that's everything.
So they need anybody to carry that news again. So to the extent that some of the reporters are executive management, how they go there again?
Wow.
Yeah, they really don't go again. So we'll sit and be reading that I see press statement. I will be reading. They don't get tired, we don't get away, because if you cut and paste over and over, we tired, we're not carrying cut and paste again.
Let me get back to the wise man. I'll call President.
Let me say my last thing.
Yes, your last thing. I'll get back to the wise man.
We want for our reporters at the executive management to be telling the story, not the press bureau writing a story and putting it on a page for the media people to collect it. That style of public relations you brought to the presidency is very poor, and it is not selling the good things that the president may be doing. So right now, as we speak, the negative news about the presidency and the government is more than the positive news. If you don't know, yes.
Is this working everywhere in Africa nowadays? People just build themselves around one institution. The independent media plays a whole lot. Do not say, I saw you at the just ended on the State of the Nation. You saw the invitation that was sent out. There were credible media institutions that are left out,
including True FM.
Yeah. I mean, when left out, you can do it. Let me just say to my wise man, I call my president the wise man. My old man, the president, you're the president of Liberia. Take full charge. People are doing things which, of course, is tarnishing the government reputation.
Joking. How long?
People tarnishing the government reputation out there.
What kind of behavior we talk about here?
If I would speak of two major things, Mr. President, why Eugene Fagon did is a very sad thing. Eugene said the worst thing about you in 2017, and today you brought him so close to you, and he misinformed the public. He took another fight and lied to the public. Imagine the Director General of the BBC, you gone. The VOA, you gone. Even I say Ghana right here, the state-run radio in Ghana, you gone. Where's Baziga? This lady have been suspended in less than 24 hours. If you didn't do a Facebook post already, finding a replacement for her already. What should have that happened even due process? What will be remembered of my president, President Boyka? That's why I used to say, George, you're my black president. People have problem. I used to say, George, you're my black president. It will be a legacy. Yeah, I don't think you want to regret President Boyka. You don't want to regret that you was president. The thing he's supposed to do, you didn't do it. People go on the social media. People in my president, government, throwing jobs all on Facebook still. But what happened? The more negative news are more as compared to the positive news. Is the government now scrapping some area? They are, but there are more negative vibes as compared to the positive ones. That's what's happening. Even those who are suspended for this assets declaration, some of them even defying you going to work. Go through that list in the most updated one from the LACC. All those people who didn't declare their assets, the ones who are rushing going to LSCC, they're not going to post it. Some of them still going to work. They're defying you. Anyway, let's get the lines activated. This is the True Breakfast Show, 961, the heart and soul of Liberia. Let's start the lines up. Call us. You'll be live on the show this morning, 0770-153-265.
0770-202-579.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, 0770-202-579. Let's talk about it. This is our country.
It's our country, yes, man. We got no loyalty to anybody, whether you're from the CDC, from the Unity Party. What's Musability new party name? See what?
Citizen Movement for Change. Is that it?
Yes, until the party can get Senator. Yes. I seen comments and the ANC people and the Unity Party people in the little beef. The comments have
they in beef?
Yeah, in a little beef of recent. Yes, but a lot of things happening, man. Yes, the bigger picture here is that African Union have decided to give the day to Liberia support for the non-permanency. That's a good news. That should be something we'll be rejoicing with. But how many people are running with this kind of information? You know, yeah, all I do, yeah. Mr. President, welcome back. First thing you man took 195,000 to renovate his office. What? What got yeah that one you get vexed with the kind of thing there? 195K to renovate his office. Yeah, let's get lines activated. Then talk, we listen. This is the Breakfast Show. Good morning.
Good morning. Yeah, only I just want to make comments on YouTube platform. Good morning.
Morning, you live. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm from Homing, from Boy.
Okay.
YouTube platform is related to me. I've been knowing YouTube platform since I was very small. YouTube platform need to be very careful and know that he has grown up and try to be careful the way he approach issues. YouTube platform has been the noise maker, has been the troublemaker. Even when he went Ghana, when he did his need they call Casaprico. You ask anybody who knows YouTube platform from Ghana, that's the name. Casaprico is a legal name. YouTube platform will not change, and you're not just waiting to change. You use Facebook to always come into government. And when you get there, you call but something. Usually, Papa will not stay in just about that government for 2 years. Thank you so much for the show.
Oh, that prediction.
Good morning.
Good morning, Marka.
Good morning. Quickly.
Yeah, just what I started calling for him this morning.
What you don't greet me, so I'm not going to come to your county. You more than 2 months. No, I'm not laughing about it. All right, you don't greet me. I'm not going to come to your county. I see. I don't want to.
Sorry, on you. Sorry, we are waiting to be during the process of the launch of the incoming senator campaign, and one of these see how they might look at. So sorry on GB.
Go ahead.
Father, I say thank you for the show, and thank you, Eben Nima, is doing extremely well to relay the information to our people in Nima. You can be to anywhere Nima, anybody Nima, and get the information where what you guys are doing. I just want to say thank to you guys. We are waiting to election commission to start the campaign process. We want to tell our leader in Nima, it's a time for us to reconcile the country. We used to be on the power of Senator Johnson. We used to say, oh, we had 2 major trapped in Nima. So the position should be balanced. And now we are using one election for Koga and no argument there. We went to 2 peaceful and enrichment was made. So it's a time to show to our uncles and my mother here from the QSA to see how best we can support some of the Q guys in the process. And meaning now all the Q guys, the guy who are the charisma and
so you finish which side are you taking now? I'm hearing a couple of names coming now. Which side are you taking?
Yeah. My son is Honorable Samuel Bomben Koga.
Okay.
Because they have the charisma and they have the zeal or leadership. You know, anywhere leadership for that matter when the guy appears somewhere, you see the leadership coming through from the
okay, that would I own there. Leave that thing there, like I own there. Where other people can say that own.
Okay. Yes, call 0770-202-579.
What my girl calling me? Well, not telling my girl. My app said my girl. Morning. Morning. Is that my girl? My app says my girl. Okay, my girl. I thought I was Natana my girl. Go ahead.
Thank you this morning. On your show, because the character for which they are discussing is on the YouTube Facon. Are you there?
Go ahead.
Go ahead. We'll talk a lot of things this morning.
Okay. But I want to let you in the studio there be informed that young man is a subject. If you don't remember, we are all records. We are all records. The first president that ever established the retrieval of government assets that we were able to benefit 2.5 million United States dollars access for government. It was the former president George Manowia, and I was one of the capital persons in that academic commissions of Information as the Deputy Minister for Administration. That guy has been very boisterous and
I think it was for public affairs.
Yeah, public affairs, for President Public Affairs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. No, President Public Affairs. Exactly. So thank you for the correction.
Mm-hmm.
For his administrative action, and he's very much boisterous in his engagement. And he antagonistic.
No, so yeah. I don't want the public to know that I have a personal thing against Fagon, but to be misinforming the public that someone wasted a ball oil as a director general to come, and that's why I have the issue.
The issue that I'm trying to tell you, the character of which you just passing. Work. We were feeding God the figures. My brother, you know, when you try to propagate a means or measure and send it into the public, for public to get those kind of information, that alone is subjective character to criminality. So we were in that venture. We collected job security, went through all. I was the secretary upon that whole stuff. When we got through the analysis, they were proving it wrong. Cameras to take our picture. That's the thing that you see. So it's a devilish subject.
So you got this, y'all got dismissed?
No, the guy wanted to the public to say we were notorious criminals of the day.
Mm-hmm.
And what antagonistic. It was these people like that. They were genius on his part. So that place over there. Believe me, that man was in there.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Yes.
Good morning.
Marka, good morning.
Morning.
Good morning to that was following the show. I'm calling from District 4. And this is the voice of Uncle Abu. Marka, only this morning, issues you spoke about, but mainly I want to talk about this issue of the DG at the LTS. I don't know, Fagon. You know, Leonie said, I think that institution where Fagon is heading is not just an ordinary institution. When it comes to the media landscape in this country, that institution is the mother of all media institutions in this country. So any information, especially coming from the DG of that institution, should be credible. They should be credible. I mean, what are you saying to the public? You're saying to the public that these things, when there are information coming from that institution, the public needs to question the ability of the institution. That is what the DG is saying. And when I want to join you to call on the president this morning. If the president is taking this thing lightly, we as Liberians, we're not taking it lightly. By now, I think Honorable Falcon should not see his office space. He should be undergoing investigation. And if for any reason he falls outside to the investigation, he should be dismissed. Because, like I said, he has brought that institution to public disrepute. Now the public will not have the confidence in having FCS from the onset. I think that is misleading. That is wrong. If an ordinary such issue like this, by now we need that. But look at what happened to Joseph Sale. That is battling this issue of suspension, even dismissal, in the hands of the same favor. Now you're preaching credibility, you're preaching equity. Then you are coming to the public as a DG and misleading the public with all kind of devilish information. So I think the president needs to look at this matter, and Falcon should be undergoing investigation. Thank you for having me.
Okay. Thank you. Let's go to Mark Gibby. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Marka, and good morning, Odin. My name is MS Mama, and we were MS Foreign Team in Australia this morning. Marka, yesterday was a go-slow at the campus yesterday. And our children was taking a test, and the test was resulted about employee of Bidawia. So I'm asking the governor of available authority to please come in, because if the money is our children cannot take a test, they will worry about the learning process, because some of the school who almost taking yesterday said I go that because of low salary and needed all equipment, all that therapy. And up to present, our children have not started test. And we will do one more thing for them and tell our children education. Thank you so much for being with us.
Okay. That's Upper Mark Gibby. Let's go to Lower Mark Gibby. Good morning.
Let's do it a little more Gibby. My man, Marka. Thank you so much for taking my call. Good morning, O'Neill. Good morning, Marka.
Morning.
Uh, the first thing I want to say, I heard a gentleman saying that it's related to Fargon,
Mm-hmm.
and he predicted 2 years would be too many years for Mr. Fargon to remain. I think Mr. Fargon has to, because smart people usually reevaluate every 6 months or so, self-evaluation or reevaluation, and then you make a change if you need to, or adjustments if you need to. Notwithstanding, I don't think he should have been over there. From my personal perspective, understanding, he could have sent journalists. He got the whole EALBC under him.
Mm-hmm.
He could have sent people there instead of going there. So he make it seem as if to say there was a personal favor that was being done.
Mm-hmm.
And then the information, as what he said, wasn't even correct.
The real story came up.
Say that again?
The real story came up.
The real story. Okay, and it wasn't true from the Pharaoh's end. Notwithstanding, I just want to say something quickly about Mr. Boyko's administration. I sit and I watch and I evaluate and I predict. And I'm going to give my prediction. I heard yesterday that Mr. Weah could be running in 2029. He's in Nigeria with some pastor who's predicting that he's going to win.
Mm-hmm.
If Mr. Weah ever came to my church, I would predict that he's going to win also.
Okay.
Because
why?
because you're not coming with closed fists. There will be something in the envelope there for me. So I probably, people who believe in money, they do that. A real church would never give that kind of prediction. And I'm not denying the guy that he's probably qualified. Notwithstanding, I can tell you, based on Mr. Boyko's performance, that's what you look at. You don't just go and say he will be this person and he will be that person. The man's got almost 5 years ahead of him. It's pretty clear that Mr. Boyko is going to do marvelously well. It's not hitting. It's being everywhere. You can see every part of the area being touched. You can see how quiet the country is now. The country is not on edge like before. I'm not saying other things not happening, because it will. Notwithstanding, Mr. Boyko will get full control this year. This year, he will get full control. Things will fall into place. How many did he suspend? 400 and some odd people, I believe. If they didn't do the asset declaration. So that tells you the man means business, and you can see the future.
Mm-hmm.
I can see it. Thank you so much for taking my call, gentlemen.
Thank you. Let's pick another caller. Good morning.
Good morning, Udi and Marka. This is Honorable Milton Yuku, incoming representative.
So Milton, how you make it through the line now?
My man, it can be easy, my man. But I told you the last time, this is a service to the nation. The same way you wake up in the morning and go to sleep on the radio, that's the same way we'll keep beeping the line, keep fighting to see how we can get through. And sometimes that's gracefully for us, we manage to go through and we got to give our point so that we can be able to contribute to what's happening in the society. So we are always grateful. Going to the topic, my attention have been drawn to things that are happening in this country. Like I told you, we are fighting to bring changes to this country. Why will people lost position and government, when new government come to power, get a simple position?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody contest as representative, they said for 12 years, they lost the election because the people say they're not good anymore. But then government take new job again, and it's a human who is taking 90,000 now to 190,000 now to face his office. Somebody lose power, the Rosalie Dennis, who lost power in District 4. Then Mr. Boyko take their million. Local CEO. Somebody lost power in Lufakane Zago, and they taking the million. The immigration board. You see, you need to what being found by President Boyko. President Weah.
President Weah. Mm-hmm.
You understand? Then because people come back to power, they tell the and put into power again. It's a serious challenge for all in this country. They just try to tell that nobody else able to do anything. Only the same people should continue to do the same thing, and we continue to rotate the same people. We continue to rotate the problem. We cannot find the solution. So we want to talk to President Boyko. I personally want to involve President Boyko. Those who serve as representatives, those who serve in past government and were fired or dismissed, those people should not be reappointed in a government position. So thank you very much this morning, gentlemen.
All right. Great. So we'll take a break and bring sports. We'll come back. We'll take more of your calls. Yes. Normally I've been patient and sit there to bring us sports. Let's see if we can give a break. Yes, just hold the calls a little bit. We'll come back. We'll bring you sports, but nothing starting to me, Marka, than Race Bessica. The post he did on the social media. You cannot be doing this. You can't. You make people to think that what happened at NAFA is a witch hunt. The person have not gone through any due process. You're feeling planning replacement. You posted already on social media. Let's go for sports right now on the show this morning. 961, the heart and soul of Liberia. Almost making news. It's 5 minutes down 9 o'clock. Let's link up with Naomi Tapia for the latest in the Word as post this morning. Good morning to you, Naomi.
Ria TV, True FM.
Say Ria TV, True FM.
On Ria TV,
into True FM 96.1.
What's the meaning of the black barrel?
The black barrel is to tell Joseph Wakala, if you don't organize yourself in a respectful manner, we'll take your plate.
You might say what you want to say, but for us, we are here to make sure we build our country, that we are respected. We have donors that are coming because of the confidence.
Some news summary of 12. My name is Hansen Delta Present. Welcome to News and Analysis 30 minutes of news presentation about Liberia, Africa, and our one world.
Presenting this newscast is proudly sponsored by Orange Liberia and EcoBank Liberia Limited.
Across Africa, a new era has begun. Shifting our focus to a new horizon, connecting us with one purpose: to create and share opportunities to grow. a brighter tomorrow, built by our dreams and our energy. Across our continent, across the world, we are creating a better way to a better future. A Pan-African future. Together. EcoBank. A better way. A better Africa.
Ria TV, True FM.
Ria TV, True FM.
On Ria TV, into True FM 96.1.
What's the meaning of the black barrier?
The black barrier is to tell Joseph Bakala, if you don't organize yourself in a grateful manner, we'll keep your plate like
You might say what you want to say, but for us, we are here to make sure we build our country, that we are respected. We have donors that are coming because of the confidence.
News Summary at 12. My name is Hansen the Represent. Welcome to News and Analysis 30 minutes of news presentation about Liberia, Africa, and our one world.
Presenting this newscast is proudly sponsored by Orange Liberia and EcoBank Liberia Limited.
How is life after the presidency?
But before the presidency, the same life that what you see. I live a different life. You know, when I was not president, this life that what I live. You know, with my family and
I have a lot of interest in the health sector, the educational sector, and the agriculture sector.
So we got Kevin. Kevin gets snow right now.
Now till the end of the day, even through the sunny weather, we know Jah will make a way.
So it's 24 minutes up to 10 o'clock this morning. Tiwe. We agree to disagree. And Jah will take the day. Good morning to all of you following up. This is the Tuesday edition of the Breakfast Show 961, the heart and soul of Liberia. Hey, Nimba County, how many days to the by-election? Who are those familiar names we're hearing already? Oh, man. Only the ballot box. We all campaign. People go about campaigning and hope that, yes, anybody can say, yes, I'll win a by-election until the full results start to come up for real polling centers. Then, but this is democracy, and I will look forward to a very good by-election up in Nima County. How many political parties feeding candidates? I understand most of the political parties are not ready to send candidate in Nimba in the by-election, but for sure MDI will field a candidate. We'll stay here to see whether the Unity Party will also field a candidate. All right. We know that the EDF won on the ANC. EDF Congo where?
Congo where?
Yeah.
The Liberty Party.
Okay. So, yes, the LP will field a candidate. Yes. The Citizen Movement for Change
will field a candidate too.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm sure they will definitely field a candidate. Yes, we'll have a couple
that will be the first test.
Yeah, first test, a very good test. There will be a couple of independent candidates as well. Yes, in the by-election.
The CDC will field a candidate.
I'm not too sure.
Yeah, they have Mark Noor, they have Roland Duo. They will field one of them.
Yeah, Roland Duo. I've not been here Roland for a while.
Roland is here.
Okay, Roland Duo. Okay, yeah, CDC, you try something, man. Let's see if the former president can pass through and campaign.
So, like I said the last time, the Nima by-election is like a test for the CDC because they want to see whether
they still have strength in Nima.
Yeah, whether they still have strength, whether what they have been saying that the rescue mission came to power on lies and this and that, they are not doing better than us. Whether these kind of messages are resonating with the people, they need to go test it in the Nima by-election. Yeah, so like I said before, they will be on the offensive in that election, and then the Unity Party will be on the defensive. They want to prove that they are providing the best when it comes to governance, and whether also the vice president has control over Nimba. Now, the case is because the vice president is the current political leader of the MDR, and one of the aspirants joined the MDR recently. So that means that aspirant will most likely be endorsed by the MDR as his candidate. So if that happens, that means that candidate will be the vice president's candidate. Well, I'm sure he will move from one village to another to campaign physically. I can tell, but once that person represents his party, he must prove. He must prove that he is now the head of the MDR, which has dominated the county since 2005. Okay. Yeah, since 2005, because the MDR was given birth to by the NUDP. That was the first party that the late Senator Johnson founded.
Yes.
And they won almost all of the seats in Nimba at the time. Even in 2011, they won majority of the seats. 2017, they won seats. 2023, they still won seats. Right? So it's a dominant party in the county. Now that the founder is late, the new political leader is the current vice president of the country. And if Samuel Koga, who joined our party a couple of weeks ago, is running on that party ticket, that means it is a test to the vice president's popularity in the county. So you can rule that out.
A big one.
Yes, a big test. So now, for the CDC to disprove that, or to prove that the vice president had no control over the county, the only person who had that control was the late senator, that they will feel a candidate whom they will support to test the vice president's popularity in the county as well. So this election, this is a caution to the vice president. This election is not an election to say, oh, I'm the leader of the country, I will have my hand, let the people just do, anybody win, we'll work with them. Especially if your party that you're political leader for is feeding a candidate in the election.
Wow.
And you understand?
Yeah.
Yes. So there's no way that the VP Kun will say, whether the people go wrong, anybody win, that it will work together in the country. Yes. That is the reconciliatory part of it, right?
Okay.
But the political part of it is that if an MDR candidate lose that election,
okay,
it means the vice president does not have control or popularity in the county. It means that the county is
still the standard bearer, right?
Yeah. It means that the county is free, it's vulnerable, and anybody can venture there and get anything.
So Koga is back to the MDR.
Koga joined the MDR a couple of weeks ago, I think 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Now, big question too. Who's the godfather of Nimba now? So Nimba still.
So
if Koga wins the by-election,
so as it is, the leader in the county now is the vice president. Why am I saying so? Because
as per his position,
yes, he is holding the biggest position in the country and from the county. So he is, he's the president of the Senate, the vice president of the Republic, and so coming from Nimba, he is the political arrowhead in the county now. So having or being the leader of the MDR and Koga joining the MDR and declaring the same day Koga joined the MDR, he declared his intention that he's going to be running for the Senate.
Wow.
So that means now the MDR, if for any reason any parties in the MDR wants to run also, then they will go to primary. Or they will build consensus on a candidate.
Wow.
Yeah, so if they build a consensus around Koga, it means that the vice president, who is the political leader of the party, must support the party's candidate. So you will not be putting your hand in your pocket and sitting there and say that ain't wrong. I want to play the model. That model in that one of VP Kun.
Wow.
If your party presents a candidate in the by-election, it means that you have a candidate there. And you have to prove a point that your candidate can win in the county. Because anything short of that will mean that in the absence of Senator Johnson, Nimba becomes a vulnerable county. Anybody can venture there and get what share they want.
Okay.
Yes. Politically now. I'm not talking, yes, politically. So the CDC and other opposition parties are going to be testing popularity.
Try your screams. I would like for the Unity Party, right? The CDC, I want them to try the screams.
So most likely this is what's going to happen. If the MDR, who is a part of the Rescue Alliance, is feeding a candidate, obviously the Unity Party may not, let me use may not feed a candidate.
Is that agreement? They're still going by that agreement.
So,
that was just a by-election again.
So
me, that Liberty Party too.
As you are aware, as you are aware, the MDR is part of the Rescue Alliance.
Yes.
It's part of the Rescue Alliance. I don't see the possibility of MDR feeding a candidate and Unity Party feeding a candidate in the same election. I don't see that possibility. So if that happens, then it's going to weaken their base, giving chance to other opposition parties to get a point over them. So in this case, there's a likelihood that any candidate that MDR will put up the Unity Party may be compelled to support that candidate.
Wow.
As his candidate.
Wow.
As a rescue candidate.
As a rescue candidate.
Yeah, as a rescue candidate. So, and I think the by-election, maybe other people are taking it lightly. I think it is a huge test. It's a test. Yeah, it's a test. It's a test to prove whether, since the death of Senator what they can call it.
Let's see it. Great.
Yeah,
right.
absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, that's a fair one, right?
Yeah.
But let's look at the communication. Let me forward this to you. We can use this in the next few minutes. The communication written by former lawmaker Solomon George to the Congress for Democratic Change. Yes, but meanwhile, as Marka is going to the letter, up into the rain season. Let me just say this to the majority bloc speaker, Richard Kuhn. Richard Kuhn, getting re-elected will be a major problem for you in District 11 if you still have the ambition to contest for the third time. The roles in District 11 are very deplorable. Since the communication he sent to the Ministry of Public Works, since Richard sent the communication to Public Works almost a month, and the rain is here. That road just need rehabilitation. Through the dry season, people struggle on the Samoka Town Road, the Kawa Road, and the rainy season is worse. And people come to Neville. Yes. But let's see what Solomon George has said.
I don't know what I'm saying it too good. Let me see.
You have to zoom and be doing like this. That's the only way. Yes. Yeah. You still suffer? Yes. You try. He wrote it to the chairman of the party, Janga Ko.
So you want me to read?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, so this letter is dated February 12, 2025, or Janga A. Ko, Chairman, Congress for Democratic Change, Congota Monrovia. Dear Chairman, he said, greetings. After taking a deep dive in the ocean of philosophical thinking. Oh, are you kidding me?
That's Salvador Giorgio. Yeah,
after taking a deep dive in the ocean of philosophical thinking, I am pleased to do this document as a means of letting out what has been choking me for the last 5 years as a member of the Congress for Democratic Change, the CDC. I have been truthful, loving, and above all, loyal, but with only the opposite coming back to me from most of the senior officials of the party, and most particularly the standard bearer or the party leader, Ambassador George M. Weah. No one can dispute my loyalty to the party.
Solomon George.
Ambassador George M. Weah had at most times lied to me, stabbed me in the back, pretended as if we were on the same page in doing the right thing for the young people of the party and the country. But above all, he had been very disrespectful to me because of my dissent or non-concurrence to issues I thought must be handled in a different way. Any intelligent person can tell that the Congress for Democratic Change had a formidable formation of brains and force while we were in the opposition than when we were in power or leading the country. Internal wrangling has been the order of the day. I can say without mincing of words that some very wicked, evil, ungodly people have joined the party with the intent to misuse the popularity of the political leader, Ambassador George M. Weah, for their own personal aggrandizement. A man I have had a stretch of 40 years plus relationship or friendship can be insensitive to spit at such relationship is capable of causing any damage, commotion against anybody just to stay in power. Wow. Solomon George. So, now he don't want to say the wow. I'm saying
yeah. In the letter, he said wow, wow with a full stop.
Yes.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Like both full stop. Okay, go ahead.
It has come to the point whereas he is sending people to come after me. I have been blocked in nearly all the Congress for Democratic Change chat rooms for the last 4 months. A sign to say I am no more needed around. But coming after me as if I am a fugitive is the biggest mistake Opon will ever make in his lifetime. Oh, you call him Opon in the other paragraph.
Yeah, the how they used to say at IE days.
Yeah, Opon will ever make in his lifetime. Because only this one is blurred now. I can't see him.
The Lord of the land, the Lord of the land uphold But so the picture you see the people there is not too clear.
Yeah, not clear. I can't make it again.
My personal letter I wrote to the former president why he was still president of Liberia was put up in
I enjoying the letter, man.
Oh,
but yeah,
the Mempo AV thing. Okay, I see this one clear. Let me read it one. He said, my personal letter I wrote to the former president while he was still in power was read live on air by A.B. William on Friday, October 11, 2024 at 9 a.m. On Freedom FM Prom. I was I was involved, ridiculed, and mocked by the callers. Okay. I didn't want to see clear.
Yeah, I don't want to.
The leadership is, I mean, this kind of thing. They printed the letter away somewhere on get it straight. Yeah, I can't see this. He wrote the letter.
But the letter's strong.
A strong letter.
Yeah, the letter's strong.
But once a sedition, always a sedition. That's it. Some of Josh have gone so better as well as what's this kind of lesser Tenny. But I mean, sometimes you want to move on.
Solomon has been one of the loyal parties or members.
If I was solo, sometimes you want to move, you just move on.
Yeah,
I won't do this kind of letter. There is no way. But
why if he's concerned that if his claims that people are after him is good?
All those years he make mention of, because Solo and George we are not because of politics. We're kids. These people have been together for Invisible 11 days, the basketball day, all those years. Sometimes you want to move on, so just move on and let it go. The rest of it, if you're going to put this kind of letter out, no one's going to know that you even want to say goodbye to the party. Yeah, so, and George is still the Senate bearer of the party. So you're blocking all of the chat rooms according to your own communication 4 months ago. All the CDC chat room, Solo is off. So, I mean, in my own mind, Marka, I'm going to say the best thing, he wrote the president a communication, and last year the letter was read live on air, which of course he didn't like. And I mean, but sometimes you want to move on, you just move on because you had some great years with the CDC. Yes, I had a clip. I was a little praise George Weah to the extent that I said, well, this guy really loved this man. The best president ever in the history. You want me to play it? Ever don't appear if I do it. Publicity there for Solomon. I'm gonna play it. So that date, even comparing Ellen Johnson and George Weah. He said the best politician ever, the best person in the country ever get voted. I see we giving it approval here. Ever. The only thing is, boy, I think you're spelling things. Yeah. Ever. Let me play. Yeah. So I see these two people falling out the kind of way. Let's see if we give it a play at least a minute.
It's my time to talk. I am on the podium, so I'm speaking. From the time I got to know him, listen, he has been the most rejected, the most dejected.
So at this time when thing was fine, yes, nobody knew the high feelings. Everything was okay. So there was lawmaker for how many years? 12 years, right? In district number 7. Is it 7?
Yeah, 7.
District 7. Everything was okay. Yes, at that time now. Let's hear him praising George Weah.
This is a man from the time I got to know him. Listen, he has been the most rejected, the most dejected, but impossible to be ejected. Yes, he is not easily ejected when he forms a part of a union, a team, an organization, or a force. You will fly, you will stay fast. That's why we have the slogan. Listen, we fought many battles and we never lost one. We fought many battles and we never lost one. And we not lost any of them. Unless you have the eyes to see. Call me a great singer. To see, shine your eyes. Somebody wrote a book here. He said, and this child will be great. The greatest person ever from the
So at that time, everything was okay. So I see this kind of letter. This can fall apart too, man. Things fall apart. Eh?
Yeah, the center can no longer hold.
So you hold it. But so you have to let it go, man. You know, writing the letter he wrote to, and I'm sure the letter I'm going viral now. Yeah, the letter is viral, going viral everywhere in the public. People reading it, back and forth. Yes, but back I think we gotta go.
Yeah, we gotta go, man.
The NEC team taking the internet. NEC US 2.5 million budget for 2025 NIMA senatorial by-election raises alarming questions. Yes. It's the by-election. The previous election was here to replace the current Vice President Jeremiah Kpong. That was 1.7 million allocated for the 2023 senatorial by-election in the same Nima County, with nearly 50% budget hike in just 1 year. Many Liberian civil society organizations, financial experts are questioning the justification behind this sharp increase in cost of a similar electoral process in the same county while we're in the dry season. Oh my God. The proposed 2025 by-election budget raises several critical questions. Why has the cost of conducting the same type of election in the same geographical location increased so dramatically in 1 year? What additional expenditure have been included in the 2025 budget that were not part of the 2023 by-election? Are there new logistical, security, or operational costs that were absent in 2023? There are more questions to be answered. Anyway.
Yes. That a question waiting for. They will go to the legislature to answer that question.
Yes, there are more questions. So who drafted that budget? If you go to the Senate, you'll face serious embarrassment. Oh. Yeah, you gotta drop that thing back to the scene 1.7. Yeah. At least you put even 1.87.
What are the new conditions?
These are all the questions. What happened? What thing happened? The same county?
Because I bring Johnson seat. That be messy then.
That be messy. Yeah, they jump me up. That be messy, so that money claim up. What?
Yeah, man.
2.5 M? You joking? Y'all go to the Senate, y'all facing embarrassment.
That's the money names when they called our people when they hear this kind of money name. Their hunger can increase. Yeah, they can feel bad. They can say, "What? So we have the kind of money in the country?"
And I'll do something over the research.
Oh, they can work and get only so not 600, 500.
Yeah, damn it. Some of the magistrates will close up. And you say, "You give me hard time." 3 magistrates call me on the phone. They range insult at me. Some of the magistrates have been working since 2005 election. They've been there for more than 15, 20 years as magistrate.
We'll call for a retirement very soon.
Yeah, very soon. And as I speak, they don't go to work, but they receive monthly pay. Go to their offices, close. After election, what is going on? To the headquarters, it said, the next headquarters, it can be looking there and say magistrate in there. But anyway, the budget too high. The person, if Florida like you do it, Abasi, you're dropping. It's too high. You go to the Senate, you're facing serious embarrassment. Anyway, Marka, I think we gotta go.
Yeah, we gotta go. So let me do birthday treat for my brother.
Whose birthday? Whose birthday?
Jay Bassa Groupie is celebrating his birthday on today alongside his younger sister Nelly Yomi. Yes, happy birthday to the both of you. You are celebrating today. I wish you all the best. And Mozetta Ta is also celebrating her birthday on today. Happy birthday to all of you. Have a wonderful time. More years to celebrate.
Great. Thank you so much. We'll be back on tomorrow, Wednesday, the midweek edition of the Breakfast Show. Welcome back again, my president, our president, President Boykai. Welcome back. Have a good day. Those of you who define the president, you suspended for 1 month, you're still going back to work. Tomorrow we'll be calling names. Those who you didn't declare an asset, but you still define the president going back. We'll read out the names. Thank you so much. And let the mouthpiece of the government take charge. Is the government losing on PR?
The government is losing.
Are they losing on the PR?
Hugely. Yeah, taking the march in the first place, for the losing to start. That's sad. We didn't expect that.
I remember when George Ria took over, right? Everybody was just talking. On the ledger with Jill Marcus really raining issued a press statement. And said, look, anybody from CDC, before you talk, it should go through Mika. Everybody was just talking, and then the same men, the Fagon or the Ministry of Information at that. Is the government losing on the PR?
Government is missing out hugely.
Thank you so much, Marka Davis, for new rappers.
The time Fagon is supposed to use to fix things, they can use it to go do mining propaganda. Yeah, man.
Imagine.
But money too.
That small money in mining. That small money in mining.
You know that Henry Costa is in money now?
Yeah, Costa is a serious miner.
Not going money.
Women pay on their pressure because I go to him for one money certificate. The same day. The same day get a man. By the way, it's laughable. We just want the rightful thing to be done. That's all about it. And I want my president. This is why I used to call Joe with my black president. I want my president, President Boyka, our president, to leave a legacy behind. You know, those who are suspended, let them have due process. So history remember you. What Brice Basiga have done, more Aliyah versus Brice Basiga. Emma suspended. She even going through investigation. If any posting his replacement already on the social media. We can't be doing this. That's why someone say the two parties, CDC United Party, let retire there. Yeah, because CDC come out, will pay there. They say, I'll take you out, I'll 10 people from there. We'll pay there. That will be like bro can go for. Yes. Thank you so much, Oni Rebels, Marka David. Have a gala day. Bye-bye.